Hi everyone, it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women, and this is my next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm going to answer them for you today. The first question I have is it possible to get in figure-worthy condition on a mostly vegan diet? Ethical and financial issues have me leaning toward going meat-free, but would still like to hold on to my goal of competing in figure next summer. Yes, it is possible. I mean, people have done it in the past, but it is more difficult because a lot of the protein sources on a vegan diet contain carbohydrates, and a lot of them, like beans, for example. Although they're a great source of protein, they do contain a good source of complex carbs. Same with, nuts, for example. Although it does have protein in them, there's a lot of fat as well. So it does make it more difficult. Can it be done? Yes. Could you get the desired leanness you need? It really depends on your particular body type. So I wish you the best. How does one train to do pull-ups? What exercises help build strength for them? I can lateral pull down my own body weight, but I can barely do pull-up holds. A couple exercises that you can do to build a strength for pull-ups are, of course, lateral wide grip pull-downs or close grip pull-downs, reverse grip pull-downs, any type of exercise that's going to work the high lat. Rows are really great, like compound movements where you're doing barbell rows, one-arm dumbbell rows are good for developing your strength to be able to pull your body weight up. And also, obviously, doing the actual pull-ups. So doing things called like negatives, where you go on the bar and you jump up, bring your chin all the way up, and then slowly bring your body down. That eccentric portion of the exercise is going to help with increasing your strength so that eventually you could be able to pull yourself up. Even if you can only go half up, try as often as possible to get up as high as you can. The more you do it, I do it a few times a week. The beginning of your exercise, at the beginning of your workout when you're the strongest, and eventually over time, it may take a while, you will be able to do one. Hey Nicole, some days after a hard workout in the gym, I'm finding my recovery takes more than a couple days, especially on leg day because I push myself to the max. What is a good recovery drink, and can you suggest something else to speed up the recovery process? All right, make sure that you are drinking enough water. If you're dehydrated, that can prevent recovery. It can delay recovery. So make sure that you're drinking enough water throughout your workout and before and after. Try eating right after your workout higher glycemic carbohydrate. Like a banana contains potassium, which can help aid in recovery and reduce your risk of soreness. Taking Epsom salt baths where you just soak in a bath, stretching after you work out can help with circulation and improved recovery. And also L-glutamine, so you could take 5 to 10 grams of L-glutamine powder. You could drink branched chain amino acids during your training, and yeah, I think that will help out a lot. Oh, and do cardio. Cardio, even though you're sore, can help reduce your risk of soreness and help your muscles recover faster because it increases the blood flow to the working muscle that you were training to help heal it faster. And the last question I have is, I will probably be quitting the gym soon because I can't ever make it there. I have a weight bench and a treadmill, and I plan to use those. I was wondering if there was any way to safely use my standard bench for bench presses and as a squat rack. I really don't have the space for more equipment, so I'd really like to be able to use what I've got. Yes, you can use a bench for bench press. You can use the bench for, rows, and you could use it for seated stuff like presses and lateral raises and curls and stuff like that. I would probably stick with dumbbells just because they're easier to maneuver around and take up less space than a barbell. If you're doing squats and you have a squat rack, then yeah, absolutely, you can slide the bench underneath and do bench press there. And just I mean, you don't need a whole lot of equipment, but make sure that you have weights that are heavy enough that you're going to still see progress. Because if you have really light weights, it's going to take, you're only going to get so far. So hopefully that helps. Those are my questions for this week. Until next week, keep asking your questions on the FitnessRx for Women Facebook page, and I'll be back here every Friday to answer them for you. Until then, keep living the fit life.